Now there's three things about lipstick that I really dislike. One is lipstick that just doesn't last. Second is lipstick when you apply it and then you see yourself in a photograph and you just look completely washed out. The third thing, well, is that. That's probably my biggest pet hate with lipstick, is going out and you're getting marks on glasses and cups and things. I really dislike that. So it's finding a lipstick that doesn't transfer, that stays. And if you look at yourself in a photograph, you actually look made up. So I'm going to go through a full selection here. But first of all, lips. Let's take care of our lips. If your lips are dry and cracked, your lipstick's also going to look dry and cracked. And the more moisture we can get into our lips, the fuller they're going to look and the more receptive they will be for the lipstick. You can buy exfoliator for lips. This is a Laura Geller. This is two-sided. You have a lipstick at one side and what you get on the other side is a lip scrub. It looks just like a lipstick, but it's got a very gritty consistency. So I'm going to rub this over my lips. I make my own. Here's one I did earlier. Excuse the shot glass. But I wanted something you could see through when I found this. Anyway, what I put in here, equal quantities of honey and sugar, just a tiny, tiny amount. And there's a little tiny bit of olive oil in there. So this is my own homemade lip scrub. And you've got this sort of paste consistency. And all you do is you massage this. So obviously the sugar and the honey, oh, so much better. Not only does it get rid of the dead skin cells, it actually stimulates the blood flow. Gets a nice colour to your lips as well. Makes them look fuller. Good thing is, if anything does go in your mouth, you know what's in it. And you know what? They feel so much softer. Now, when you've done a lip exfoliation, what's really important is we apply something like a lip balm, something just to nourish the lips, just like you would apply moisturiser on the skin. Even though we're going to apply lipstick on top, we still need something to nourish them. This is Inky, it's a plumping lip balm. What I'll do is in the description box, I'll put a full list of products that I've used. If there's a product that I'm using in the UK that's not available in the USA, I find the nearest thing to it and I will put that on the list and make your life so much easier. Again, I'm just applying that on. The more moisturised your lips are, the better they're going to be for lipstick. Okay, what you have is also something called a lip stain. I love this. Aloe lip oil. Comes in a box like that. So if I apply that, it's lip oil, but the colour will change based on the pH of your skin on your lips. So for me, it actually goes quite a strong pink. What I like about it is the fact it's a lip oil, it's also nourishing. This is great for like those summer days when you're going out. What I don't like is the lid is a very loose lid. It doesn't seem to click shut. So if you're putting it in a bag or something, I would always have it in something else because I think that I wouldn't trust it. But for what it actually is, and it's not expensive, that's a great oil. Let me give it the test. I've still got my cup of tea to give everything the test. So here we have, I wiped off the last lip mark. Let me see how this does. Press my lip onto it hard there. It's very faint, but the good thing is that very easy, just wipes off with my thumb. And I can't actually see anything on my thumb. It's oil. It's not like a sticky lipstick. Let me take this one off and we're going to go to the next one. These are great for mature lips. It's Nivea. It's Nivea lip balm. This is great for summer days, going to the beach, just being outside. I just put it in my pocket and carry it wherever I go. I don't need a mirror. I can just take it out and apply it. So let's have a look what this looks like. It tastes of watermelon, this one. That's it, it's watermelon. Very, very subtle, moisturising to your lips. Should we give it the stain test and just make sure it's completely clean? Nothing comes off. So that's something, these lip balms for me is my go-to, always in my pocket wherever I go. It just tops up. They can also go on top of your lipstick, but it just gives a very moisturised look. The two I like is the watermelon and this one, which is like a shimmery pink. Let me show you this. The good thing with this pearly shine one is it actually suits all skin tones, blondes, brunettes, grey hair. It actually suits all skin tones. I'll show you this one. Got a lot more shimmer. Okay, a lot more shimmer. Very summery. I feel very, very summery. The shimmer on lips, don't like it on eyes, but like it on lips. The reason why shimmer's good on lips is it makes your lips look fuller. When I talk about eye makeup, I don't like sparkly eyeshadow. The reason being is it attracts the light, and if any of the sparkles hit your fine lines, it emphasises them. If we have sparkle on the lips and that reflects the light, it's only going to make the lips look bigger, and that's what we want. We want to reduce the fine lines, but we want to emphasise the lips. So that's the Pearly Shine Nivea. Remove this one. This is probably the only lipstick that I would apply without using a lip liner and lip brush. This one is a Dior lipstick, so yes, it's got a price tag with it. But the reason I like the Dior lipstick is it's almost a translucent balm in a way. If you look at the colour there, you can see I quite like these plummy colours. If you look at the colour there, if that was a thick lipstick, it would be very heavy. But actually, when you apply it, it's almost like a balm. It's Dior. Doesn't feel sticky. Doesn't feel sticky. It's nourishing on the lips. Should we give it the test? So the Dior, if you have a look here, I think this one gives a bit of stain. Yeah. Okay, you can see now we're moving into lipsticks. So that leaves a mark on the cup. How easy is it to remove? Not as easy as the lip oil, and I've got little traces on my fingers. I would imagine this is one that isn't going to last too long, isn't going to show up too much on a photograph, but it's a nice feel to it. This is the sort of lipstick you keep in your bag, and throughout the day you can just keep applying. It's almost like moisturising your lips. Okay, nice. Take this one off. We're going to go a bit stronger. When we start moving up into what we know as a lipstick, we need to start learning how to apply them a bit differently. And one of the things that you really do need to start using are lip liners. Lip liners are an absolute saviour, particularly for mature lips, and there's two reasons for that. One is the fact that they form a frame around your lips, because lipstick bleeds and we get these fine lines, don't we? I've never smoked. I'm not a smoker. I've never smoked. But you get what they call these smoker's lines. And the more you smoke, if you have smoked, the deeper they will be. So what these lip liners do is almost form this barrier, almost forms this outer line, and the lipstick, it stops the lipstick from bleeding. The second benefit of lip liners is you can, I wouldn't say change the shape of your lip, but you can enhance the shape of your lip. Even if you start learning how to do it properly, you can really create much fuller lips than what you naturally have. What I want to do today is show you with a stronger lip liner how to make more symmetry and how to make your lips look a little bit fuller. We're dividing the lips in half first of all, okay? Because we want to gain symmetry. And then we're literally forming the V at the top. Okay, so we've got almost like the letter Y at the top of our lips. And then we're going to go down. One thing you never do is go up from the bottom, always go down. You've got a much better line. And you'll also notice I'm not going right to the very corner of the mouth. If you go too far to the corner of your mouth, you get what I call the clown lips. You know, those two fuller lips that look like the fake lips? You get the clown lips. So you don't want to be attaching your lip liner into the corner of your mouth. I'll just do the bottom. Never draw down and never draw up at the top. Always go from the centre out. You can see I've got the lip line there. Now I can create slightly fuller lips if I want. If you look very close at your lip line, you have the edge of your lip and you've almost got that little tiny fraction of lip that isn't coloured, but it's still lip. We don't want to be going on the skin. That looks like you've just drawn lips on, but you can go slightly outside. So I'm just going to go. Okay. And already there, you'll probably see my lips do look fuller than they did before. A lot of people now apply lipstick into this gap. This sort of like colouring, isn't it? They fill in. Because this has the consistency of wax, it lasts longer on the lips. So then you apply your lipstick naturally wears off and we're left with that lip line. And you'll see people walking around with just the lip line. So the best thing we can do now is to fill the lips in with our lip liner, because then we have the same consistency over the whole of your lips. So let me just fill this in and I'll show you. So again, I'm not going right to the very outer corners. Now that looks very dark. intentionally so, okay? What we have there is almost a base. And the reason we have a strong base is we're going to blot this and apply a paler lipstick on top. So that paler lipstick is the colour we're going to see, but as that starts to wear off, we're still left with what looks like very strong natural lip colour. So this I feel is too strong for me to go out. It actually, if your lips are too dark and also if they're too matte, it's very ageing. So we don't want that. I'll do the taste test. Is it because I just wanted another drink of tea? Yeah, just coming off. Even the lip liner comes off. Try again. Second drink of tea. But we have now a really strong base. Now we start looking at what colour lipstick we go for. When looking for your lip shade, you obviously want to match your skin tone. You don't want to go too dark, but as we mature, we really want to keep away from your browns and your nudes because they make us look a little bit too sallow. So the pinky rosy tones, it's not like eyeshadow where you've got greens, blues, purples, you've got all these different colours. Lips, you're basically going from your browns, your peaches to your pinks. So we want to be going for the more pinky rosy tones or your peachy tones, but you want to get some warmth into your lips. I'm going to apply with a lip brush. It's a very pale pink. It's almost like what I'd call like a baby pink. On its own it can look pale, but when you start adding it on top of a darker colour, you'll see the advantage. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing again. I'm going to go from the centre. So what you see there, our lips look fuller and they don't look quite as dark, but we haven't finished yet. So I'm going to blot them. So what we're actually doing is building up layers. I've got a nice little kiss. I'll save that for my husband later. So I'm just blotting them and that's taking off that sort of, wow, that strength. I'm now going to go on with the second layer. You see, it takes time. You can't just get your lipstick, open it up and do that. It doesn't work. If you want it to last all day, that doesn't work. You see, as I apply the second layer, it looks even paler. Okay? So there's our second layer. A little trick, if you get lipstick on your teeth, if I find that, get your Q-tip, cotton wool bud, and just pull out. If the lipstick that catches just on the inside of your lips, that actually causes it to go in your teeth. So doing that actually pulls it off. So we've done that. I'm going to blot one more time. So we just blot the lips and there you'll see they don't look quite as strong as they did before. So it's a lot more natural. Now your final step here, this is a lip gloss. When your lips mature, as we age, what we don't want to have is a matte, flat lipstick. Matte and flat makes you look older, and it also is when you see yourself in a photograph you can't see your lips at all because they've just blended into your skin tone. So we want to have some colour, some shape, but what we also want to add is a little bit of volume, and the volume comes with a lip gloss because the lip gloss also, this one's got a bit of sparkle in it as well, but we don't want to cover all our lips. That's my 80s days. We're just going to take a little bit, this is a goldy lip gloss, and I'm just going to add it a little bit in the centre. Should we give it a test? It'll still come off. This will still come off, but we're just going to give it another test. Let me just make sure this is completely clean. Okay, so I'll wipe that. Now, considering how much has gone on, it's not as much. It's always going to be there, but not as much. But what you'll find, because you've laid your lipstick up, your lipstick's going to last longer. Feels very light, but that will last me so much longer than if I just got my lipstick and whizzed around my lips. But we haven't finished yet. Yeah, I'm going to take this off and I'm going to do one more because I found a lipstick that will last you 10 hours. So let me take this off, I'm going to do it again. I don't think I've ever done as many lipsticks. You may have seen, if you haven't, where have you been? The Wonder Skin 10-hour, they claim 10-hour lipstick, okay? I think I went a little bit mad. These are the shades that I've got in the Wonder Skin. This is the one that when you paint it on, it looks blue or purple. And you'll have seen people on social media use this. So I thought I would test it. I've got different shades from a very neutral colour to a red and then some pinks. This first shade I'm going to show you is called XOXO, okay? It's a very, very neutral shade. These come, and there's 2 steps to it. You have the lip stain, and then you have an activator on top. It looks blue, it looks purple. Now, what I will tell you is you have to apply this and you have to get this right, because if this goes on your lips and you make a bit of a mistake, it's not coming off. So that's why I'm saying learn with a lip liner first of all. Let's have a look here. And you paint it on actually quite thick. Okay, and that's what it's supposed to look like. Now what you do is you spray it with the activator, but the problem you have, this is quite a wide spray and it goes all over your face, and it's quite a sticky, sweet activator. That's when I came up with the idea of the tissue. I'm just going to cut a shape in it for my mouth. I think I should patent this idea. It's genius. Okay, get my activator spray ready. Okay, place this over the mouth. And then you wait about a minute. So that's been on a minute. Now we just wipe it off. I've seen them online, they peel it off. I've not managed to do that. It seems to almost break. That is on, and that is not coming off. I'm going to get the other side of the cup. No matter how hard I press, okay, but it's a very neutral colour. But that's quite a nice going out. Don't look like you've got lipstick on, but actually it's giving you fuller lips. Let me place a darker one on there so you can actually see the full effects. Now I'm going to go with the red. This is a strong red. Same process applies. You know it's done when it no longer looks glossy, wet. So let me just take this off. Again, nothing on. And then I'll show you this first of all. The magic test, not an ounce, okay? When this is on, it's on, and it doesn't rub off on anything. I think it's genius. You can then go over with a little bit of gloss, what it sometimes needs. I've just got my City Lips gloss. And what I would say is, trust me, that's the red, it's the strongest one. That is on your lips for 10 hours. Okay, so the only way for you to really believe that this stays on all that time is for me to take my makeup off. So I'll just do the bottom half of my face. And I've got my toner here, this is my micellar water. There you go, I'm removing my makeup. Let me go around my lips. It's not coming off. It's not coming off. I will wake up tomorrow morning and that lipstick will still be the same. Do practice with it first. Do apply it at a time where it's not important, because if you get it slightly cockeyed or wonky, then you're going to end up with your lips looking like that for a long period of time. So practice it. But yeah, literally, the Wonder Skin I think is fantastic, but there's a full range there. I'll put all the details in the description box below. If you've got any questions at all, please do ask me. I love reading questions and I love answering them too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.